Alright, so we got Fallout Season 2 trailer. I liked the first season, the first watch through. When I rewatched it, I didn't like it as much. I don't know if it has something to do with some of my buddies were telling me, we're pointing out all the lore, but I've only played Fallout 3 and 4, and New Vegas I played back in the PlayStation 3 days. I don't really remember too much about it, but I think that's what this one's going to be about because they teased that at the end of Season 1. So I'm not sure how much I'll recognize from that. Fallout 4, the story was trash, but I really enjoy that game because I like running around building up the settlements. Even though once you build them up, it doesn't even mean anything because they don't do anything. But I enjoyed it enough to say I like the game. So let's dive right into it and see what we got.
I'm looking for someone.
Common story around here.
Someone you care about or
Someone you hate.
Oh, what a great question. What say you, Miss McClane?
I really like Walton Goggins. I've liked him since The Shield. I've been a fan of his since then. Even in Sons of Anarchy, he was the weird, but he nails like every role. I can't really think of anything that he's been bad in. There's that music.
Why would my dad go to Las Vegas?
So yes, Vegas.
You want to know why the world ended? It started here with one man.
It's all over.
I really like that. I think that looks good. Maybe it needs to be a little bit more destruction. I don't know, but it looks like they probably rebuilt some stuff. I like that scene. I like that view. Them walking up onto it.
But the cry.
Cooper Howard, star of the silver screen.
And no.
Like yourself, I am the very best.
So I know that he has some involvement through his wife, and he was doing, commercials and stuff. So we're gonna dive deep into just how involved he was back in the day. I'm assuming.
But what I do,
But
and what I do, is I know everything.
All right, so we got. I am pretty sure this is Mr. House, because they had the 38 on the building ahead. In the front, I mean.
I know there's a war coming. The bombs will own.
I was not a fan of this character. Even the first viewing, he's like a Kmart Finn. Several things I didn't like. I didn't like about his character. I didn't like his performance. Nothing about him.
Only be the beginning.
Ah, so we got Caesar's Legion there. Let's take a look at them. How they look. He looks pretty serious there, though. So maybe he stopped being such a mopey fuck.
Beginning.
Well, he's kind of mopey there, but maybe he mans up. I guess that looks all right. I don't know. I mean, if you think that they're just kind of using spare parts and everything, and there's really not much to go off of because, like, back in the PS3 graphics, I guess it looks all right.
My concern is that you would do just about anything to save your family. I think you are actually quite a violent man. You just don't want to kill me yet.
So he must have been pretty involved or fully aware of stuff going on. I guess time will tell. Nice. I like the gore. That's a cool shot. I definitely dig the gore. More of that. Give me it all. Hi, doggy.
Let's get lucky, shall we?
Oh, sweet. So they're doing like the slow-mo VATS thing. That's cool. I wanted to see, is this a flashback, or do they come across another vault? I don't see any numbers. I don't see anybody I don't recognize. All right. I like that.
I defer to you about what to do in this situation.
All right, so stuff like that. I know she's supposed to be like an ignorant little cutie pie. It's totally oblivious to things. But I mean, if we have too much of this silly nonsense when there's like a big monster, you know they're not going to die. I get it. They're not going to die. Unless this is the final episode of the season and he gets his head torn off, which I highly doubt. So you can't really have too much tension because you know they're going to make it out. But I mean, if you're just going to do this golly whiz, aw shucks, G. Williker stuff, I don't know. But I mean, at the same time, too, I don't want her to be like Sarah Connor and just be some manly slay queen either. So I guess if I had to choose between the two characteristics, I would choose the golly whiz. Maybe because she's so attractive, too. All right, well, I can't say I'm hyped, but I'm interested enough. I'll give it a shot. You know, maybe I'll let if it's a weekly release, maybe I'll let some of the episodes pile up and binge 2 or 3, see how I feel. They might release 2 on one day or something, so I might just watch 2. I don't want to watch 1 and then wait a week. I can't stand that. Now I'll binge something, you know, 3 or 4 episodes, let them pile up, and then do the weekly thing. But yeah, either way, I'm gonna scope it out. Not hyped, but it looks good enough to be entertaining for me personally. Let me know what you guys think, and thanks for stopping by.